Now I'm just going to draw a baseline from where I'm going to start my measurement. So after that, I'm going to determine the cap height, and I'll do that by dividing my bust measurement by 12. So bust measurement is 40 divided by 12. I'll get 3.33, and then I'll add half an inch to that will give me 3.833, but I'll approximate it to 4 inches and mark 4 inches here. Also mark it here, 4 inches. And then I'll connect into a straight line. So that's my cap height. This will allow me move my arms freely without being afraid that the sleeve is going to rip. So the next thing I want to take is the sleeve length. So I'm going to measure a sleeve length of 10 inches. So I'll mark 10 inches, and I'll be taking 2 inches for seam allowance or hemming allowance. I also mark 12 inches there. And then I'll draw a straight line. So now I'm going to use my armhole measurement. My armhole measurement is 18 divided by 2. That's 9 inches. So 9 inches plus 1 inch. So I have 10 inches. So I'll mark 10 inches. So from here, I'll draw a diagonal line. The next thing I'm going to do is measure the distance between that space I have there. I have 10.75 or 10 3/4. So I'm going to divide that into 2. When I divide it, I'm going to get 5.37. So I'll just approximate that to 5.4 inches. And I'll mark that on that diagonal line. And then next thing, I want to go up by half an inch on that 5.4 mark. Now you can use an armhole curve to do this, but I'm going to just use my flexible ruler to connect it like so. And then for this other line, I'll just maintain the same line. When I get to this point and curve it downwards a little. I'm going to take my sleeve circumference, which is 12 inches, divided by 2, so I have 6. I'll mark 6 inches there, and then add 1 inch allowance, making 7 inches. Then I'll connect. Remember, my sleeve length originally is 10 inches, so just mark 10 inches there once more. Now I'm going to draw a straight line to connect the dots. Now I'm going to cut off. I'm not going to cut on that line. I'm not going to follow that line. What I'm going to do is fold the paper by following that line. Fold it under. Here's what it looks like at the back. So now I can cut along that line. So now open it up. When I open it up, that's what we have. This corner is kind of angled. And the reason it's that way is because I'm just going to notch that part. The reason it's like that is because when you fold over, like so, when you're hemming it, it's going to match at the two sides. As you can see, it's going to match perfectly. And when I turn it over, this is what it looks like. It matches from end to end. So that's what we want. But I'll show you what it will look like. I didn't fold it in before cutting. I just cut straight through that line. I want to show you what's going to result from doing that. So I'm just going to bend that in and give the impression that we cut that off. So open it up and I fold it as though I'm hemming. And as you can see, it didn't match to the end. To avoid having that mistake, that's why we folded before cutting, so that it will match from beginning to the end. That line is for the back panel, the back part of the sleeve, while this line is for the front part of the sleeve. So I'm going to cut through along that line. This is what I have. So now I'm going to sew this part to the front of the dress, while the other side will go to the back, be sewn to the back of the dress. So you want to cut another one like this for the second sleeve, and then repeat the same thing